What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I wanted to talk about Fortnite's lack of a progression system in the game. Now, this is something that's been a problem for years now, ever since the very beginning of Fortnite Battle Royale specifically, because, well, I guess Save the World does have some long-term progression. I mean, it doesn't really make sense going forward because, of course, there is a cap, and I'm not saying there should be a cap. I think that there's a lot of things that they could do, though, when it comes to the progression of this game, and I think it's very important because the main reason I'm even thinking about this is because I was just sitting down and thinking why I don't play Fortnite as much as I do. I mean, we have OG, we have Reload. I have all this stuff now in the game that I want and I've wanted for years. Why is it not really that interesting to me now? And for me, I believe it's not just because it's a little too late. Not too late in the sense of I'm very glad that OG is around. I will definitely still be playing it on and off, but I don't have that same drive that I used to years ago. And maybe that's just because Fortnite's been years, or the Battle Royale experience just isn't as interesting as it used to be. I'm not exactly sure, but for me personally, I think the main reason when I really was thinking about it is nothing to do with the game itself. Honestly, the game itself is fantastic. The fact that we have all the different options to play, I think the problem is outside of the game, and that is the lack of progression. Ever since the beginning of Battle Royale, we've had a seasonal level system, and I've not liked this from the beginning. Actually, you know what? With Chapter 1, it wasn't too bad because the Battle Pass and the level system was separate, so there was actually something to grind for still throughout the season. Yes, it was just a banner at the end of the day, and I think you should have gotten way more for how long it took to get to level 100 more than just a banner. I think you should have gotten a whole skin style for whatever the current battle pass was or something that was unique to getting level 100. That would have been absolutely amazing. That right there would have been an absolute flex if you're talking about having exclusive skins or something. That would have been something that would be amazing to have, but that never existed, unfortunately, because, well, I don't know, they just never wanted to do that. They just wanted to have only banners. I mean, banners or something. At least they did something, but either way, at least they did something with banners eventually, because I remember in Season 5 when I got to level 100 for the very first time, they didn't have any banners. I don't think they had a banner until either Season 6 or Season 7. I think it was 7, actually. Yeah, Season 7 and all the way up until Season 10, they had a level 100 banner. I also did it in Season 9. I just grinded Team Rumble like crazy. I mean, I would do that nowadays, actually, if they had like an actual proper reward. But either way, the point is, the level system was different. So if you saw someone at level 100, you actually knew that they were putting in the time, putting in the effort to grind the game. Whereas nowadays, there's a million XP glitches because of all the creative maps. And not only that, but you can buy the levels because they unified the level system and the battle pass together in Chapter 2, and it's been like that ever since. So you could just buy levels, and it doesn't even matter. The level system means nothing anymore because it just is a matter of if you can unlock skins or not in the passes that they have available. That's really all the level system means, and I'm sure that's all that Epic Games really cares about when it comes to what the level system means. But I think that there's something more that they could do when it comes to it, because I play a lot of other games, okay? This is a big thing here. Overwatch is a game, not Overwatch 2 right now, where they removed the progression. Well, they kind of added it back in a different way, but I'm talking about the original Overwatch 1 progression system. If you've ever played that, it was very simple. You just level up. Once you got to level 100, a star would be added next to your portrait. You could see it the entire time you're playing the game, which is what I loved the most about that particular system. Once you got to level 600, I mean, it would take forever. You'd get a silver portrait, and it would add a star. Once you get to 700, it would just keep going. A gold portrait once you get to, I think it was 1100. These are things I never even achieved. That's how much you had to play, and I thought that that was fantastic, though. It gave you long-term goals for the game. There's always something more you could come back and try to grind. I thought that was fantastic. You want to get that amazing-looking platinum diamond-looking frame around your character. That right there looked amazing. That right there was a flex that you were an absolute nerd at this game, and that is the type of thing I want to see in Fortnite, if I'm being completely real. I have thousands of hours on this damn game, all right? I have thousands of hours. Let me show them off, all right? Let me show off all the time I've played into this game. But instead, we reset every single season, and I'm not a fan of that. They did that in Call of Duty for a while. They got rid of their long-term prestige system for a while until recently they brought it back with the most recent Black Ops 6, which I'm very glad that they did because it is a far better system, and I'm having a lot more fun playing Call of Duty when I do play it because of that system. But for a long time there, they were copying Fortnite, and they had a system where it reset every single season, or either it reset or it just added some more levels every single season. It was just so bad. It just meant nothing because you would just get capped at a certain level or it would reset, and it made the game a lot worse. Progression means so much more than a lot of people give credit for, at least for me personally, the type of player I am. Especially after playing a game for years and years, I need something a little bit more to keep me playing. And yeah, you might say, well, you just need to not play the game then for a bit. Maybe it's just not that interesting. But here's the thing, adding a progression system would make it interesting and make it so that I would want to play. Because right now, I'm at a point the last couple of weeks where I have to use old gameplay. Like, if I'm being completely honest here, I've had to use old gameplay or I have to get on the game just to get some gameplay, not because it's actually like organic gameplay, because I got on the game because I want to play. And it's not because the game itself is bad. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the game itself is fantastic. It's in the best state it's ever been, in my personal opinion, because we've had so many options. We have OG back, which is the main thing I really wanted to play, but I just don't really care, because with the battle pass, it's so easy to get to level 100, especially because you get XP from everything else. It's like, why am I playing Battle Royale if I don't really want to play? Well, another reason is because I have to play solo nowadays, but I played solo back in the day just fine and had no problems with it. But I don't know, maybe things just changed with that. Either way, the point is, I think a progression system, a nice level system that is long-term, would be fantastic for this game. Give me something to show it off. Give me a portrait around my icon, kind of like they did back in Chapter 1. They gave you a portrait, but in this case, let me show it off to everybody in the lobby. If you eliminate someone, they'll see a little icon next to your name, kind of like in Ranked, where there's your rank. Well, if you're not playing Ranked, it'll show your portrait or something. You can show off your level. I think that right there would be fantastic. That would be such a nice thing to do, and maybe even give some rewards for hitting these milestones beyond just a portrait. I mean, I would be fine with just something like that, a portrait or an emblem, a level of some kind. You could just do that, but also on top of that, if you really want to make some good stuff happen and really want to reward your players, adding some certain cosmetic rewards for hitting these certain milestones, I think would be amazing. Again, games like Black Ops 6 have been doing that. As you go through the prestiges in that game, every prestige you get a character skin. Well, I think it's actually every other prestige. Point is, every couple of prestiges you get a character skin. Now, I'm not saying they should do that necessarily, or they will do that. Well, they should do that. It'd be great. It would be fantastic if you get a skin for just leveling up, especially if it takes a long time. Then I think that's completely fine. I think that's how it should be. So maybe once you hit, I don't know, level 1000 or something, you then get a character skin, and then 2000, that same character skin has a different style, and then every 1000 levels or something crazy. And this would take a long time to get. It's not something that you could just do in a couple months or something, or maybe it could be a couple. I don't know. It would be something still that I think would take a long time. Something, like I said, long-term progression, something to keep striving for every time you hop on the game. And it wouldn't be anything too crazy. Like, it's not going to be game ruining if you don't have this particular skin or this particular style. It could even just be a reskin of an already existing skin, but just with a different color or something that changes it up so that you can show off that you've gotten to this particular level. I think that would be fantastic. It could literally be a default with a slightly different look or something. Like, that's really all it has to be. I mean, make it look kind of cool, though. You know, you don't want to be grinding for absolutely nothing, because then people won't care. That's another thing. So I do think rewards would be a fantastic addition to that, but also I would say that it couldn't exactly be the XP system that we have now, I guess, because right now, like I said, there's so many glitches and stuff. I would like to see it be an authentic system, something like Call of Duty has, or a lot closer to authentic, because of course I guess you could do some stuff in zombies to glitch your way to max prestige, I guess, in that game. But I think when it comes down to it, it's a lot less exploited of a system than Fortnite has, unfortunately. I see so many people that are just level 400 and stuff. Like, I don't even understand what the point of that is, if we're being real. I doubt they're playing to level 400. I can't imagine that personally. I think they're doing something in a creative map. So I don't know, maybe something separate. Maybe it's literally just based off of time played. Nah, I don't know if that would be great. Time played, eliminations, things like that. I mean, they could do something, okay? They could definitely make it work. I would love to see something like this implemented into Fortnite. I think it would make the game far better and far more enjoyable. And I do hope that we see something like this in the future. I'm not sure why they've never done this, considering the fact that I don't think the season level is really that engaging. And I think even Call of Duty kind of proved that by going back to the original prestige system, and people have been loving it. I mean, maybe it's not the best comparison because it's a different player base, but I don't know, man. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we all just play video games. We all want to have a fun experience, and things like that, they might seem just a little bit arbitrary, like they don't matter, who cares, it's just a level on a screen, but it really does add to the experience in a pretty positive way, and I've definitely been enjoying that kind of system for a long time, and I just think it's a shame that they've just been going away from that ever since the game started becoming more live service based, I guess you could say. Mainly actually since Fortnite, because even games like League of Legends, that's a live service game that's existed for a very long time, and they have a constant leveling system as far as I'm aware. You just keep leveling up. That's exactly how I want. That's all I want. Just keep leveling up. Give me some rewards. Give me something to show off. Simple as that. But anyways, what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.